Talk about it. Let's talk about these filters that we use, and then we have it shape our perspective on people and situations and circumstances, right? So this is where this saying where hurt people, this is where this comes from, or at least the perspective comes from, right? Because if you have always been hurt, or if you are always a victim in all of your scenarios, or someone's doing something to you, right, in all of your scenarios, then you often have a hard time digesting and hearing people's perspectives that have a contrary belief system to that, right? So if you're always the victim, if everything that happens to you is you trying to fight for your voice and fight for validation and fight for who you are and fight for what's right, then you will listen to other people when they have a contrary thought. And it's also more difficult for you to digest information and criticism that somebody may give you because you're always defending, you're always fighting for something, right? So I think we have to, as people, speaking to myself first, y'all, I'm only speaking to circumstances and life examples that I have lived. I am not judging nobody, nor am I saying you got to do this and I'm not doing this. Whatever I'm saying, I'm hearing myself first before you hear me. So we have to understand that when we are under pressure, when we are feeling stressed, we have a perspective and a filter that we use, and that's how we interpret the rest of the world, through that lens and that filter. This is why it's so important to stay balanced. This is why it's so important to stay clear-minded, because stress is going to happen in your everyday life. Circumstances are going to happen. People are going to make you upset and trigger you. That is the nature of human existence. That is you have to just accept that. That's the one constant, other than change, that is a reality. People are going to bother you. You're going to be bothered. That is a reality. The question is, can you determine when you're bothered, how you're bothered, what you should do when you're bothered, right? Can you determine your own triggers? Can you determine when you feel your body starting to escalate and tell yourself, I don't even need to react like that, right? Can you check your own self? This is, to me, this is what mindfulness truly is about. Mindfulness is being able to do a self-audit at any part of the day, to check in with yourself, to determine where you are at mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Talk to me, y'all.